D-Block Express. I figure we start somewhere. We might as well start with a classic. If the fight ever happens, it'd be a classic. But I gotta talk about this Terence Crawford versus Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, I don't know if Tank was, cheerleading for his boy Spence. I don't know if he really feels he could beat Crawford. I don't know. I don't know if Tank felt like Crawford took a little bit away from his pay-per-view shining. Unless they fight on the same day, I mean, you're gonna both captivate your fans, so it wouldn't really be, look at that, three people caught already. It wouldn't really be someone taken away from the other. But let me be clear, okay? As clear as possible. If Tank Davis were to fight Terence Crawford, Tank Davis would get his ass whooped. I don't even think it'll be close. The reach, the height, the ring generalship, all in favor of Crawford. Now look, let's go back real quick because I wanted to put this up. I didn't get a chance, so I'm gonna just do it now. Crawford, when he beat Spence, okay, realize you're not gonna get every prediction correct. All right, I gotta eat some crow. I said that Spence would win, but I'm the one that put up the video 3 years ago. Ever since Floyd retired 6 years ago, Floyd said Crawford was the best. At that point, I believe Crawford was the best. A lot of you motherfuckers had Lomachenko, you had Chocolatito, you had Golovkin, you had Inoue, you had Canelo, you had all these motherfuckers. Pound for pound the best. And through all that, I always said Crawford was the best. So eating crow really, it doesn't hold that much weight. You know what's funny? Even the people that picked Crawford to win did not think he was going to do it like that, right? But I said there's a reason he's pound for pound the best. There's a reason why he has only one belt and Spence has 3. And Crawford is still considered better. There was a reason, and you got to see why. So 3 things. If you pick Spence and you just thought that Crawford wasn't on his level, shame on you. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If you pick Spence, but you had Crawford being pound for pound number 1, you were pretty much in the same ballpark as me. If you pick Spence and you really felt like he was pound for pound the best, you don't know what you're talking about. So there's a lot to it. Not just saying that Spence isn't a top 10 pound for pound fighter. That's incorrect. Spence is the second best welterweight in the world. Now, let's go on to the rematch, okay? Because Shorty hit me up. Because Spence came out and said, I want a rematch, but I'm not fighting you at 147. I'll fight you at 154. Well, technically, that's not a rematch. A rematch is doing it over. The same thing again, right? So if we fight at 154, technically, you're not getting the belts back for 147. So there's no point in talking about it. Crawford now has the ball in his part to say if he chooses to take this rematch or not. He doesn't have to, because we're not fighting at 147. If they fought at 147, Crawford wins. If they fight at 154, Crawford will win. You know, Crawford, one thing that people did not say about Spence that they said about Crawford was Crawford had the dog in him. He does, okay? Yes, we said that Spence is very relentless, but that doesn't mean that Spence is a dog like Crawford. If the ref didn't step in when he did to stop Crawford, my goodness, we don't know what would have happened. We could have been picking Spence up off the canvas with a pooper scooper. We don't know, right? Crawford, another thing you got to realize, and this is what I don't like about Stevenson, which is no knock on his skill. I'm going to do another video and grade these fighters because a lot of people keep on disrespecting how good these fighters are, okay? Crawford is an A-plus fighter. Spence is an A fighter. Even with the loss, I still consider Spence an A fighter. Okay, if you just knocked them off your pound-for-pound list, I mean, hey. And I don't put heavyweights on my pound-for-pound list. So Usyk would not be on the pound-for-pound list, right? Fury would not be on the pound-for-pound list. The pound-for-pound list was made for Sugar Ray Robinson to say, if Sugar Ray Robinson was the size of these fucking buildings out here, with his skill set, he would dominate. Pound for pound, the best. It got trickled down to pound for pound being someone around or in your weight class, either up or down from your weight class, right? But pound for pound was really made for the little guys to, if they were heavyweights, would they be the best, right? So it's like, imagine a Floyd Mayweather as a heavyweight. My goodness. I mean, roll something. Spark something. Welcome aboard the D-Block Express. Crawford is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He has been the best ever since Floyd has left. Now, Tank. No disrespect, because let me. We're not playing devil's advocate. We're really just saying how good Tank is. Tank, if he stays where he is, Tank is an A-plus fighter. He is. Tank, you know, I saw this when he spars. I see this when he spars. I saw this when he knocked out Riley. I've seen it for a while now, honestly. Tank sees everything coming. I saw when he knocked out Santa Cruz. He has it, the cat-like reflexes, just like Floyd. Okay? Tank sees everything coming. And to be so small and to have so much power, Tank really is an A-plus fighter. Not only does he have the power, he has the skill set to match it, right? So the one thing that puzzles me about Tank is this. I did a video on this a long time ago when Spence ran up on Tank. Go back and check the archives. They were trying to clown Spence, and it wasn't, you know, they were just joking. They were a little tipsy, so they were having fun, you know. They were having fun, man. But in that, it wasn't really an interview, but in that video, Tank said, I want to spar him. He was talking to Broner at the time. He said, I want to spar him. Talking about Spence. Meaning, before the whole Crawford-Spence thing even came up, Tank said, I want to spar Errol Spence Jr. I want to see how hard he hits. And when he said that, even then I thought the man was crazy. But it shows, just like Crawford, Tank has some dog in him too, right? Tank is willing to go up. Now you can only go but so far, right? Because you're willing to spar Spence, but you're not willing to fight Lomachenko. Even right now, not being under the Mayweather banner, being under the Mayweather banner, I thought Tank should have been got Loma out of the way, right? Take all his fans, bring them over to this side of the street. But it didn't happen, and it still hasn't happened. When they talk about him, they're like, really, it's a lose-lose situation. I'm going to beat a guy that's already been beat, and then what am I going to gain from it? But Loma was calling you out when he was on top of the world, and you could have proved in that you were better. I think Tank is better than Loma. I think his power probably puts Loma to sleep. No disrespect. I think he's more skilled than Lomachenko. Lomachenko has great angles. He has footwork. He's fast, but he does not have the power to really back Tank up. Once Tank realizes that he's feather-fisted, no disrespect to Loma, I mean, we're talking about Tank Davis power, then Tank probably clears him. No, I don't say probably. Tank will clear it. But to talk about you're going to beat or you want to fight, I can see if you want to spar Crawford. But to dethrone the pound-for-pound king, Tank, stay in your lane, my G. There's a lot of fighters down there, right? We still wonder why you haven't taken care of Haney and got all the trinkets, all the belts to show I'm the best in this division. You already said you guys aren't friends. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I said before I didn't want the Spence and the Crawford fight to happen, but it had to happen, right? So, certain fights have to happen so we know who the best is. That's the only reason why you should be a fan, okay? When we watch a fight, we were cheering for Usyk. We were cheering for Daniel Dubois. We were pissed off at Daniel Dubois for not really having the jab, not really letting his combinations go, making it a dogfight. We were mad at Usyk for not being able to take a body punch and complaining to the ref every single time. We were yelling at Joshua when he got knocked down from Klitschko. Get up. You still got to fight Wilder. Get the fuck up, homie. When Klitschko got knocked down, we were yelling at Klitschko. You're a fucking world champion. You're a boss. Get the fuck up, Klitschko. It should be down the middle. You know, a lot of you fans, man, you guys love choosing a side. And then when your side doesn't come out on top, you want to try to save face and say, well, I was a fan. No, okay? Call it down the middle. You have no problem taking a loss when it comes to these predictions, right? If it happens, and I hope it doesn't happen. See, once again, I hope Crawford does not fight Tank. I hope it happens. I hope it doesn't happen because it's a lose-lose situation for Crawford. One, you're going to beat a way smaller guy. You thought Gamboa was small. Come on. Tank will make a statement to say, stay in your lane. And it might fuck up. Crawford will make a statement to say, stay in your lane. And it might fuck up Tank's, his morale. It might fuck up his mental. All right? When you're undefeated, you go into a fight thinking, I'm the best in the world. There's nobody better than me. Right? No matter what weight class I feel like going to, I'm the best. But you can fuck that all up by, there's weight classes for a reason. You can fuck up all that shit by literally going somewhere where you don't belong. And I hope Tank does not make that mistake. I'm about to come back with this this book. Okay? I got a treat for y'all, man. I got a treat for y'all. People that want to further their education on their vocabulary. I'm going to talk about it later. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. If it's even a fight to be considering, okay? There's a lot of fights out there that you could talk about. Because I still don't even see Tank beating Spence. I mean, I could see Tank fighting other welterweights, and he's fought cruiserweights, and he's fought junior welterweights. I understand all that, okay? But you're talking the pound-for-pound king? Terence Crawford. Once again, I told you guys can pick Loma, you guys can pick Chocolatito, Triple G, Canelo, whoever the fuck you want to pick. Maybe now you guys will listen when I say Terence Crawford is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Now motherfuckers is believers. But you ain't want to listen when I fucking told y'all the first time. I gotta take these photos for the job. I'm out here catching motherfuckers speeding. D-block. And I'm out this bitch.